Hello, this is Willcol100. Since a couple days before the game, previous episode review, I've been monitoring the power grid just to see how things fluctuate, and my system works. It powers up the steam engine when either grid runs out of power. However, there's the slight disadvantage of I had poorly accounted for how much power we were going to be needing, and we are incapable of making it through a night with our current accumulator accumulator storage. And by the looks of it, even if we have the accumulators fully charged, well, even if we build more accumulators, there's a limit on how many more accumulators we can build before we need more solar panels. So we need more solar panels, we need more accumulators. And I noticed something. There seemed to be a shortage of sulfur for our batteries. So I'd gone ahead and built another chemical plant to crack petroleum, and at the same time then realized I'd also messed up setting the first one. You were yelling at me because you noticed. Sorry it took me this long. I haven't actually posted the episode where I made these, so there's quite a bit of delay between when you will know about this and when I fix it. In fact, even if you're complaining, I fixed it before you complained. I just didn't know. So that's making more petroleum. We'll go through a light oil a little quicker, but we don't have any backup petroleum. Our solid fuel use should be at an all-time low because we should be using steam engines less and less, so really we need more sulfur, we need more plastics. Plastics should be self-moderating, and the explosive rockets that we started explosive rockets research that we started last episode, now completed. Without returning to purple or doing things like bullet damage, we do laser tear damage, which actually makes a lot of sense. Let's do laser tear damage. Make the lasers do a little bit more damage per shot, which will save us a little bit of power. I'm sure. Run out of a chemical plant running. I think the plastic might regulate itself. Well, yes, the plastic will eventually regulate itself when we have enough. However, we need more demand for plastic than... We have logistics robots coming to pick up the plastic as soon as it's being used, so it's not going to happen for a while. Same thing with the sulfur, I'm assuming. So yeah, more petroleum would be good. Which means more crashing. It's happening. Well, our heavy oil isn't really... We don't have much spare heavy oil. Well, we don't have much spare heavy oil, but we're also got the tanks of lubricant filled, and it's heavy oil into lubricant. So yes, sulfur and plastics are coming along as fast as petroleum is allowing. I believe, yeah, the sulfur is limiting our power consumption. I have also, since the previous episode, been switching out as many of our Assembly Machine 2s for Assembly Machine 3s. It probably doesn't make an extremely big difference, power-wise. Or, well, peak power, we will consume more. Because Assembly Machine 3s can simply consume more energy. But in... when we're not running at peak power, or when we're not running at peak production demand, right, they use less power per thing they build. So we'll save a little bit of power save a little bit of power per object. Inevitably will just result in us making more in a set period of time, and thus consuming more, but it's kind of what we want. Once again, this was the night where I actually did not have the steam engines running. Or this is the day when we did not have the steam engines running at all during the day. So you can see we got most of the way through the day, then the accumulators were fully charged, but we were incapable of making it all the way through the night. It's really hard. It's kind of hard to see on this graph, but the accumulator or the steam engines kick in before the accumulators, or before the solar power comes back on all the way. And then the steam engines are still running, so the accumulators get charged extra early. And then the following night, well, there's still solid fuel in the steam engines. The steam engines still run, even though we don't need the power, which means we use less accumulator power, which means we never charge up all the way to full power, or that we don't use solar panels to charge all the way to full power, so we're wasting solar panels because we don't have enough accumulators. So right now we need more accumulators. And, well, to get more accumulators, we need more sulfur, we need more stuff. More solar panels will kind of temporarily also be useful, because there's a limit on how many solar panels we can have to an accumulator for. The solar panels are often, can't charge the accumulators all the way relative to how much they will use in a day. Still also use a lot more of these, because I got the main factory bit down. There's just a little bit in this sector that needs more. Needs to get upgraded to tier 2 or tier 3. Sewing machines. And come over here. This is our something thing we have in the system. No accumulators. We have 100 solar panels, but no accumulators. Because the batteries are used over here, the batteries are used over there, and so on and so forth, right? The battery and sulfur is needed to keep this factory working. Takes in 5 sulfur, spits out 5 sulfuric acid. Which means when this is working, we produce lots of batteries. But this needs more and more sulfur. It needs lots of sulfur, which we just don't have. Because we don't have the petroleum. We have a petroleum shortage. Let's grab the petroleum somewhere. So we want 0 in the pipe. Or maybe, yeah, we have 0 in the pipe. Which means nothing has come out recently. I've wired this up. Oh. I hoped I'd fixed it. But yes, I can go ahead and put down more solar panels, but you don't need more solar panels. Well, a few more solar panels could kind of edge off the thing a bit. If we look at here, you can see, well, the previous night we had steamers running most of the time, so it wasn't the case. But, oh, you can see it right here. This runs out, and that kicks on the steam engines. So if we can get, technically, if we could get enough accumulators, that the solar panel kicks on enough that we just don't use up the accumulators, we'd be good. And then we just need more accumulators. And right now we don't have enough accumulators. We could probably do with even more accumulators. And yeah, our accumulator solar power ratio, we have enough solar panels, we don't have enough accumulators. I break this. No, it does not look broken. It's just every last bit of petroleum is being consumed by both our plastic and our sulfur industry. Which really means I need more crude oil to turn into petroleum. Though I suppose I could convert more light oil, but the only reason why we're not using light oil and making solar fuel is because we don't need that much solar fuel. I'm still working on these. So I'm going to go ahead and finish switching out the tier 2 assembly machines, and I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video. I'm going to return building track. The next episode is going to be building track while we wait for more sulfur to pile up. Because we simply do not have the solar panels to build stuff that needs solar panels. Granted, I think we actually have a good amount of advanced circuits, so the plastic might show up a bit. We might actually hit the part where we don't need any more advanced circuits. Oh my god. No, that's probably only going to be temporary. I'm going to find a way to use those advanced circuits. Because I always find a way to use the advanced circuits. I am sure the materials to make another assembly machine, which now I have, so now we can build lots of gears, which means lots of steel, or lots of iron, which means they need to bring the iron, which takes a while. Granted, making the gears also takes a while, so. Once again, I'm churning out gears. I'll probably request some gears, and then I won't have to churn out quite so many by hand. Or just go pick it up off the assembly line, because there's a lot sitting on the assembly line, right? So the only thing remaining to increase speed of is these 8 making science facts, and these 2 over here. It's a total of 7 more assembly machine 3s needed. Don't want to make the speed circuits by hand because those take a while. I suppose at some point I'm going to have to make them by hand, right? Gears. Where's the gears? Where's the gears? Make some of the gears by hand while we're waiting. For speed modules. Technically, yeah, this is just slow. So, well, no, I don't really want to speed these up. Could go through the whole factory and put in efficiency modules, right? Lower power consumption. Maybe we could probably get through the night. That's a thing. That could be a thing. Make everything more energy efficient. Though that doesn't fix my not having enough batteries problems, because I would still probably have a batteries problem. So we have 1 accumulator sitting here. Yes, more sulfur is needed, which means I need to find more petroleum. More oil must be drilled for. You really are slow. Looking at the power. Our biggest consumer is the furnaces, which are only going to consume something like summative 40% more power than their base. So probably, yeah, they're going to stand at about. They're running at 180% right now, so they might go to double their original. They're probably only going to consume about 400 times, so 20 megawatts. So the iron furnaces may consume as much as the steam engines might put out at ultimate late game. As you can see, the steam engines are currently have no hot water, so they cannot run unless my system feeds them. So if you ever see at this point in a moment later that there's a steam engine running, that means one of the 2 circuits have run out of power and the other one has power left, the steam engines. And it does it pretty quickly. Surprisingly fast. Okay, so I have 17 gears. I need 10 for each one. Got 8 more to go. So if I need 10 for each one, I have 8 more to go, then I can go ahead and make all 50 of these gears. Think ahead a little bit while building these, right? In fact, I probably don't need that many gears. I'll probably just build too many. In fact, actually, let's assume that I don't need any more gears than what I built. Now I'm just short the materials to turn an assembly machine, or to build out of gears in the assembly machine 1, and then out of that in the assembly machine 2. So I'm just short a little bit of iron plate, which should be getting delivered to me. Yep, here comes a lot of iron plate. It's one assembly machine, so it's going to assemble from the gears, the 1, assemble from the gears, the 2, assemble from the gears, or from the 2 that I have in the inventory, and another 2, plus the speed modules, the 3. And there we go. 1, 3. 3 that gets placed. And to handcraft a few speed modules to move things along. Also, Could also turn around and build the lower tier stuff as well, I suppose. So the assembly machines are the things that take, or the speed models are the things that are taking the longest, right? From queue, because technically in the queue we have one more plus the 3 we already have in the inventory, so that makes 4. We need 4. Everything works out. I also need... We only need 1 for each one of the ones that are replacing. So 1, 2, 1. Already have that one QA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 assembly machine 2s. I'm short iron plate and gearwood, so I wasn't actually incorrect. I do need more gearwoods. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5. I only need 6 and 7 because I don't retrieve the 6th one until I place the yellow one that goes with it. So I need the something like 38 iron plate that goes into building one of these. Now I just need speed modules. Oops. Go to the slice change. Have that over there. No, that one's working. Okay, this one just got reversed. Actually, that one's working simply because the position it needed to be in is the reverse of this one. Well, the way that one got put down. Okay, so I'm short speed models, so I'm going to have to hand build speed models if I want to get this over. Actually, when I'm done with this, I don't really need any more speed modules right away, do I? Well, I suppose I could use with a few more for... Do I need for... I don't need it for that. Don't need it for that. So I actually don't look like I need any more speed modules. So that means I can stop making speed modules. Switch back to productivity, which then we also probably don't need. Handcrafting. Speed modules takes a long time, which is why I stopped doing it a long time ago. Oh. Aha! It... Did it work? I don't think it worked. No, the C menus haven't turned on. Why haven't the C menus turned on? Everything's running at low speed because, well, steam engines haven't turned on. Simple as that. In fact, actually, everything's only running because we have solar power. Which I suppose could potentially be the reason. Can I not get a chest? Yeah, I did not empty the chest in time. There we go. Steam engines turn on. Due to a technical mishap, the steam engine didn't turn on. No. So the smaller network has 5 furnaces on it of radar. Yeah, some of drain this one too quickly, and there's a period of time when this one's off when things are moving around, right? So I don't know if that was a problem. And you can see how quickly we yanked up a whole lot of fuel. Backlog is filling back in. Steam engines aren't going to go off for a while. Okay, maybe it didn't work quite how I intended. Probably because I had too much drones, so I probably need to move that radar. Radar probably needs to move. Well, some of these furnaces are also in the wrong system. We're running 5 furnaces, consuming 400 kilowatts each. So 2 gigawatts are... Is it gigawatts? I think it's gigawatts. We're being pulled off of a system that... Or was being pulled off of the system that had, at that point, no power production, except for one tiny little solar panel, due to them being in the wrong spot. Which means we didn't have any power in the system when this one, when all the wood had moved. So the system, that was actually the first time the system didn't work. And it kind of pointed out a weakness in the system was I have too much stuff on the circuit where it shouldn't be. Due to not thinking about where everything will be placed when I do something. So that's a much better spot for it. Aggro's enemies. Also, it isn't drawing from that circuit anymore. So I moved 300 kilowatts. I moved the equivalent of one furnace off of the other system, other circuit, which has no power generation except for the steam engines and one solar panel. Oh, really? You're running out of power and have to go running to the closest spot? Oh, you ran out... Really? You've also run out of power going to that one? I'll meet you over there. So you stop running around in circles, trying to chase me around. Okay, I got the blue now, so that means I can now build an assembly machine without having it take forever. Go ahead and try handcrafting some of these. You know, will take forever because it does. It's a sad thing. I'm gonna place one of these right now. And I'm handcrafting the speed modules. Stand close to where we can have them picked up. Okay. So now I just wait. Waiting for the speed modules. So that we can build the more energy efficient assembly machines. There's not much point in rushing too much because it's just another assembly machine after it to build, so I might as well handcraft all of those ones, right? That was one helping me with its 1.25 my speed. It's only 25% faster than me. So by handcrafting I am making it faster. So basically 80% faster than if I'd only just use this machine by itself, handcrafting. It's not much faster, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so assuming this one's one ahead of me, I'm going to need to make at least one more after that one. Maybe 2 more. See how close we are. One will be delivered to me. Could technically just grab it out of the box myself instead of letting a logistics robot do it for me, but we're not in that much of a rush. Go ahead and put these guys down. Need those. Now I just need the speed modules. Just short speed modules. Okay, so this one plus the one in that machine, that'll give me 4. We're going to change you to protection modules. Means I'm going to actually change this to protection modules as soon as it's done with that one. Which is really close to being done. Then we have 4 production modules, including the button, Assembly Machine 3. I'm Willcol100. If you've liked this and want to see more, please leave a like and a subscription. If you have any comments on what you'd like me to see do better, or what you'd like me to play, please leave a comment in the comment section. Till next time, this is Willcol100. In the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and hook up those oil wells that I have built track out to, but not back from. Till next time, Willcol100.